Maria here and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do the I Love Perfume tag. Now I think the first person that did this in English was It's MJ. I don't know who originated the tag, but I thought it was a really fun tag, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it. Yes, indeed. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe, join the weird, wonderful family, and also like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It just helps the channel grow. And we are getting exceptionally close to 1,000 subscribers, which I have to thank you all. I thank you so much, each of you that has bothered to subscribe, that watches week after week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. When we hit that, I'm going to do a giveaway, and so yeah. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Now, let's get into this. So the first question is, what is your favorite celebrity scent? And how many of you can guess what it is? I talk about it all the time, but it is Sofia by Sofia Vergara. I just love this one. I actually have it on today, and I'm just gonna spritz myself in it a little bit more. Indeed, it's so awesome. It's just so cheery. It's got currant or cassis buds or something, black currant. So lots of dark berries. I think there's rose in there. It's just a beautiful perfume, super uplifting. It's also classy. It's nice for work. You know, I love wearing this one to work, but it's just a gorgeous scent. And on me, it lasts for a long time. So for a celebrity scent, it's phenomenal. And yeah, it's like, you know, $30 Canadian. So the price is fantastic. It's just beautiful. It's classy, smells sweet, delicious, not too sweet. That's all I can say about it. What more can I say? Not much. So the next question is, what are my 3 favorite notes? And honestly, I'm new enough to perfume that I don't know if I can really answer that very well. I do know that I love coconut in a perfume. Yeah, anything with coconut I usually really enjoy, always have. I love raspberry in a perfume, but I think for my last 2, like, so coconut and raspberry would be kind of tied. Jasmine, I've noticed that jasmine is in the majority of the perfumes that that I really love. So I would say jasmine is high up there on my list. And I also like spices in a, well, I guess I'd lean towards tobacco, but for like anything that has some spices in it, I really like. I love the smell of cinnamon. I love cedar. So like woody, spicy, those kind of notes I really like too. So I don't know if that answers the question good enough, but those are my 3. I would say coconut, jasmine, and spices. Does that even count? The third question is your favorite spring or summer scent. And I'm gonna have to give that to Olympia Aqua. Are you guys sick of seeing all these same perfumes? I love this one. Again, this one has jasmine as well. It's got salt in it, so it's slightly aquatic. It's sweet. It's got orange in it. It's just really pretty. I just feel like squirting myself in all of these. Maybe I should do this one for my big squirt. I still haven't done that tag. I will do that tag. But yeah, I've worn this tons. It's an easy reach for me. I love it for the spring and summer. My guess is I'm going to wear this during winter and fall too. But for spring and summer, if I don't know what I want to wear, I'll usually put this on. It's not too sweet. I don't find it overly cloying. I think because the Aqua is a little bit more citrusy than the original Olympia. So to me, it was just a great summer scent. So the next question is perfume that you hate. Now, I can't say that I really hate any perfume. Like, I can't think of one that I absolutely hate. But there's certainly ones that I don't appreciate as much. And one that I really don't appreciate is Angel. I just find it cloying. It's just too much for me. Well, Angel, but honestly, I can't get on board with Black Orchid yet too. So to me, sometimes I think with scents that I can't get on board with, like that just don't smell great to me, Part of it is that my nose might not be mature enough to handle them. I think that's the case with the Black Orchid. With Angel, it's got a lot of patchouli. I think maybe that's it, but it's just too much. Like, I think I would get a headache from that. So definitely Angel would be one that I really don't gravitate towards. I can't see myself ever having it in my collection. That said, I don't mind Angel EDT, but the EDP is just too much for me. Now, love at first sniff. Now, I had to give that question like quite a lot of thought, because I'm like, okay, well, I've had so many love at first sniffs. But honestly, I'm gonna have to give it to Mon Guerlain. And the reason being is this one, well, I have one other perfume that I got, but this is what kind of started my perfume craze. And I had been smelling so many perfumes. I've said this in my other videos. I wanted a nice perfume for my 50th birthday. And so this one, oh, this one just did it for me. I smelt it in the store. I sprayed it on myself, walked around all day, sprayed it on again, and I fell in love with it, and I've been in love with it ever since. It's sweet. It's got some lavender in it, so it kind of cuts the sweetness, gives it about a bit of an herbaceous quality to it. I think what I love about the lavender is that it reminds me of wonderful people in my life. I've said all of this before, but yeah, I just love it. It's comforting. Every time I smell it, I do the... I can't help it. So Mon Guerlain, it's just a beauty. I'm so glad I have it in my collection. That's all I'll say. Question 6 is, what is your most long-lasting perfume? And I have to give that to Chekhov Oud. This one is a beast. It lasts, oh, I love it. It's like really cold and kind of cloudy here all of a sudden, and so this is nice and moody. So Chekhov Oud is a dupe for Lancome's Oud Bouquet, and this is basically rose, oud, and praline. So it's kind of sweet because of that praline, but because it has that oud, like, it just smells deep, dark, mysterious. It's awesome. And this lasts over 12 hours on me. In fact, the next day I can still smell it on my skin. So this one is a powerhouse. I go pretty easy. Like, I'll do 1 squirt on my neck, 1 squirt on my wrist, and I can smell it all day. So super powerful, Swiss Arabian. It wouldn't be for everybody. This was a love at first sniff for me. But I love it, and it's super sexy. So yeah, Chekhov Oud, super long lasting. Now the next question is, what is your most sweet perfume? And I have to give this, again, I'm like, oh, I've got quite a few sweet perfumes, but Pink Sugar, you can't get much sweeter than that. Like, honestly, like my friend Lori, she gave this one to me, and I have it in my collection because it's kind of a classic and everybody knows about it, so I thought it would be a good reference point. But it's not really for me. It's so sweet. Like, it's the kind of sweet that would be like if I ate a really sweet candy and it kind of makes your teeth go on edge. That's how I feel about Pink Sugar. Now, a lot of people really love this scent, but for me, it's so sweet. Recently, someone was saying that they mixed this with another perfume. So actually, that's something I'm gonna do, because it might, like, that might be amazing. This is kind of a burnt sugar smell. So yeah, super sweet. I find it sweet anyway. Pink Sugar by Aquilina. So the next question is, what is your best dupe? And I have a few dupes from Be Layered, but honestly, I haven't smelt the original, so I can't say personally. So the one dupe that I do know what the original smells like is this Be Layed's inspiration of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and it's called Cherry Delight. And this one I love. Now, as far as a dupe is concerned, Lost Cherry is a little bit deeper, a little bit boozier of a cherry, but this one hits all the right spots. So the only difference I see with this one is that it has a little bit more of a brighter cherry. So where Lost Cherry smells like if you get one, like we have cherries in BC, and like they'll be really dark, delicious cherries. That's what Lost Cherry smells like. This smells like one of the redder cherries. So it's not a maraschino cherry, but it's definitely a brighter, sweeter cherry rather than that deep, dark cherry. So that's the difference in this. But this one has the booze smell. This one's delicious. In fact, I have to get, like, I've been using this so sparingly, and I've got like half a thing left. And whoa. And this one, I pair it with a lot of different perfumes because I just find it gives it that little extra je ne sais quoi. Like, it's just amazing. So I have to get myself a full bottle of this. The only problem with Be Layered for Canadians, like maybe I kind of think I'm like pretty frugal, but Be Layered, like when you do the exchange rate, I think this is $90 for 50 mils. And then I think it's close to $20 shipping, which is pretty darn high. So this ends up being like 110 bucks. Whereas for you guys in America, it's like $55 plus shipping. So it's not that cheap for me with the exchange rate and everything else. But I'm going to have to get it because it's way more affordable than Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, and I have to have some version of that scent in my life because I love it that much. Ah, it's so good. So good. Question number 9 is, what is the fragrance that every woman should have in their collection? And I'm sure this will be not necessarily a popular view, because I know not everybody loves this scent, but I just really feel like everybody should have Coco Mademoiselle in their life. Like, first of all, it just smells so classy. It smells like a rich lady. At least to me. I'm pretending to be a rich lady. It just smells classy. It's long lasting. So I think that even though this is expensive, it's great value for, you spray it, you're not having to respray during the day. It's a scent that you can wear for any occasion and every occasion. So it's great as a daytime scent. I think it's sexy enough that it can take you into the evening. It's not going to be overpowering. It's not obnoxious. It's just gorgeous. So to me, Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. And not only that, I know this sounds maybe weird or shallow. To me, I have never had designer stuff. Like, I've never really cared about that sort of thing. But there's something special for a girl to have something Chanel. Like, they're just, for whatever reason, I almost feel like crying. Why am I getting teary over this? But it's true. There's just something special about having something Chanel, something that's just a little bit extra in your collection. So to me, Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, just every woman should have it. And it's a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful, timeless scent. You can't go wrong with this one. So the next question is, what is your most recent purchase? And I'm not quite positive, but I think it was this one. So this is Jean Paul Gaultier Classique Essence de Parfum. And this is, like, obviously, I love all of these, but this one is rich, it's creamy, it's got jasmine in it, there's orange, I think there's neroli or orange blossom in here. Some people say that it smells like a creamsicle to them. I don't get that, but I smell the ginger. There's ginger in the top. So it's just gorgeous, and it's long lasting, and then it dries down and it's got this whipped cream accord. So I smell kind of that gingery orangey vibe, ginger orange jasmine kind of throughout the perfume, but as it dries down, the whipped cream smell starts to come out, and I just think it's beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I think it works for a summer evening, but I think I'm going to absolutely really love this in the fall and in the winter because it's just such a warm, beautiful, comforting scent, and I think it's sexy. The next question on the list is, what would be your evening summertime date night scent? And I would go with Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One Intense. And This has the coconut that I was talking about. This to me is just boozy coconut. It's pretty rich. You can wear this, I would say, like in the winter and fall, absolutely. But as far as like sexy factor, this does it for me. I don't know if it does it for my husband, but it sure does it for me. I love it. So it's got coconut. It actually has apple in the top notes. I don't know, like I guess I can kind of get the apple, but to me it just ends up smelling like a boozy coconut. If you've smelt Rich, Warm, and Addictive by Zara, this would be a deeper, richer, maybe even boozier smell. Maybe. It's definitely stronger than Rich, Warm, Addictive, but it gives me that kind of same vibe, except you get more coconut in this one. I just think it's beautiful. It's not super long lasting, like it is long lasting, like 6-7 hours. But I just think this one's super sexy, and yes, this is the one I rock in the evenings in the summertime. So the next question is, what is on your wish list? Now, I just recently did a big fantasy haul video, so I'll leave that in the, I'll put a card up or whatever. I think the cards go up here. But one of the perfumes that was on my list was Prada La Femme. But I wouldn't say that's really on my wish list because I know that's my next purchase and I'm going to get it. It's not a wish anymore. It's going to happen. But the one that is on my wish list right now that will stay on my wish list for a while because it's so pricey is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. And I just love that scent. It's got tobacco and vanilla, obviously by the name. But it also has dried fruits in it. And to me, the dried fruits come off kind of boozy, and I guess I'm a real boozy fan. Boozy type scents, like at least that's how I perceive it. Like I'm not really a drinker, so I don't know, but it smells boozy. That's just what it smells like. So I love tobacco, I love boozy scents, and then the vanilla, how can you go wrong? It just smells luscious and delicious. I just love it, and it's comforting, and it's cozy, and it's moody, and it's on my wish list. I'm gonna have it at some point. So the last question of this tag is, what is your most complimented perfume? And I feel sorry for myself, but I literally haven't had compliments on perfumes. Like, people don't tend to compliment me on my perfume. I don't know if I need to spray more or what. But the only perfume that I have ever really gotten a compliment with is Amor Amor by Cacharel, and I wore that one for years, and I've had a couple compliments. Like, so if someone goes in for a hug, they'll go, "Ooh, you smell amazing." But other than that, I haven't had any compliments. So that's my only one, and I've only had 2 compliments. I feel really bad because, you know, I listened to like Breakhaven from Heavenly Scents, and he'll go out and try on perfumes, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got like 3 compliments and stuff like that." And I'm like, what? What's up with me? I can't get a compliment to save my life. So I think I'm gonna just have to spray way more. But anyway, the perfume that I have been complimented by or complimented for in the past is Amor Amor by Cacharel. That's it. So that's the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I love all these perfumes sitting in front of me, except for Pink Sugar. I'm not a fan of that one, but all the rest are amazing. I don't think you could go wrong in any of these if you chose to purchase them. I definitely know that I enjoy them. And so that's it for today. Hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.